Donohue, here with my good friends Todd Ballenger and Tom Estes, and we're exploring the big questions of the day in this new paradigm we find ourselves in our mortgage industry, our beloved mortgage industry, where everybody is seeking answers to the essential questions. You know what? I think rather than seek answers, you need to be asking yourself the right questions. So here's one of the big questions of the day. Why are you still in this business? That's the essential question you must ask yourself. What other questions are the big questions of the day, gentlemen?
A big question I hear a lot is how are you going to make money, and more money, this year and next year that you made in prior years?
How are you going to develop a system that's compliant with your sales, that makes sales a part of your compliance? How are you going to make that bulletproof so that you can reduplicate that over and over and over again and protect you?
How are you going to engage referral partners in a truly meaningful way?
And how do you become essential to those referral partners? How do you become a really part of their life?
How do we differentiate ourselves in the marketplace? In this vanilla market, when rates are the same, with all the competitive alternatives available to our customers, why would they choose us to be their originator of choice? Huge question that has to be answered by everybody.
Yeah, and what are the tools that you're going to use to do that? I mean, are you going to continue to do what you've always done? Are you going to engage with new tools that fundamentally change the way that you act, the way that you behave? You know, a good tool, it makes you more productive, but a great tool, it changes your behavior and how you interact with, your world.
The three of us here are putting together a webinar that we're making available to you absolutely free, where we take these essential questions and we're going to be giving you answers. We're going to be talking about how do you transform your business? How do you take this changing environment and turn it into productive energy for you, where you differentiate yourself? You're not so concerned about sharing your market, you're talking about owning your market. How are you going to stand out in a vanilla marketplace? These are the things that we're going to be dealing in our webinar. What are we going to be talking about, gentlemen?
If you use history as a guide, we're looking at an industry right now, the mortgage industry, that's going through a very similar process that the financial planning industry went through, with its version of compliance, Gramm-Leach-Bliley, and all of those different changes. So we can look to that history as a guide to see how things are changing. So we're going to talk about how this played out and how a large number of people shrunk, and that small number of people did a lot more business than they'd ever thought possible. They're more productive, more financially well off today than they were, but they had to go through that process. So you could think of this as a practice transition conversation where we talk about how do you transition your practice? What are the things you need to be looking to do? How do you position yourself? What tools are you going to use to make that transition possible?
Be talking about the whole issue of the convergence of compliance together with your sales technique, how it comes to the forefront. Not only how it comes to the forefront, but it is how you're going to be able to use compliance to generate more sales and better sales.
Abacus Mortgage Training and Education, in partnership with Kendall Todd, is bringing to the mortgage industry a powerful new tool that's going to reposition you with your borrowers and transform your business. This webinar, absolutely free. It's a 60-minute webinar. Go ahead and click on the link below and register right now. So find us on Facebook at Abacus Mortgage Training. Like us there on Facebook and pose the question of the day. What's the big question that you have? We're going to incorporate those into the webinar. Also, check out our extended version of this conversation where we really went into depth on some of the big questions of the day. And for now, for Todd and for Tom and myself, Paul Donohue and Abacus and our whole team, we'll see you on the high road.